Okay, still doing this thing where I've got the monitor over this side, and I'm not looking directly in the camera because I'm trying to watch myself and make sure I'm doing okay. Um, I'm wearing my Michael Landon Little Joe hat. Okay, this one's going to be about the Twilight Zone. Um, well, actually about one of my favorite bands, one of my favorite artists of all time. His name was Dave Edmunds. His name is Dave Edmunds. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that in past tense because I don't think, think he's still alive. um, but there was a Twilight Zone episode, where um, it was like the third generation of Twilight Zone episodes, where there was a guy who inherited a guitar that, like, everybody who played it, it made them fantastic, but then they like died or something like that. But his in there was a writer's joke in there that I don't think it's one of those really great obscure writer's jokes that people don't get. And he said that the character's favorite band was a band called Love Sculpture. And he kept going on about how he had the only two albums that Love Sculpture did. Well, guess what? Love Sculpture was a real band. And they only did two albums on vinyl. The joke was the guy said I had the only two Love Sculpture albums on vinyl. And I was like, I have the only two albums by Love Sculpture on vinyl. Now, this episode aired in like the 1990s. These albums are like from the 1960s. And it's like, I was like, I mean, it blew me away because I got the joke. And I don't even know if anybody else realized that Love Sculpture really was a real band. Anyway, but it was the first band that Dave Edmunds was in. Actually, before he did Rockpile, and but great rock and roll, great rock and roll. Um, but I don't know why I even thought of that right now. But anyway, this is Benjamin Zechariah Garrett in front of the great goddess Zoe, um, and younger than yesterday.